All right. Uh, let's get to another segment of the podium. That was on a lighter note. On the podium this morning, we have two lovely gentlemen. They were here some 2 weeks ago. We had a brief chat for about 5 minutes on radio, but I promised to get them back on radio. Let's expand the chat now. The members of Transform Naija, right? And I have Femi Emmanuel here and Adewale Padiola in the studios of 32 FM 94.9. Femi Emmanuel, it's good to have you in the studio once again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chike.
And Adewale Padiola, it's good to have you too in the studio this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Chike.
The last time you came, you talked about a vehicle. And I want to ask, since there is fuel scarcity, does that vehicle have fuel now?
Fuel scarcity has been a serious challenge.
So it's a challenge to your vehicle.
It's a challenge which Peter Obi is trying to come and fix. Yeah, that's why we need a good driver that knows how to get fuel into those vehicles.
Transform Nigerian youth. You are rooting for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi.
Yes.
You know, last time you came, you talked about him and you wanted to expand the reason why youths under the Transform Naija were supporting Peter Obi. And you said, first of all, he's a driver, you know, that he is a driver, and you want to go with him on the bus. What if the engine is not too good? Will you still go on that bus?
When you're talking about the engine, are you referring to the country itself and the system?
The party itself.
The party itself.
Yes. The platform. The platform is in crisis right now. The National Publicity Secretary has been suspended. In Ogun State, there's crisis. Donyo Kupa is facing his own too in the party.
Wow.
Is the engine still good? Are the ball joints and the tie rods still good? Is the exhaust leaking?
All right. First thing first. Engines machines are always likely to get faulty at some point. Even for every machine you get, a car, a computer system, whatever you get is likely to have issues. It's just about you, the handler or the user of the machine, being proactive to know when to fix it and get things done. And as things stand right now, I think I missed all the parties that are existing. I think Labour Party stands as one of the parties with the least issues when it comes to the crisis they have within the party. I think they have the least issues. These are just issues that some people are trying to bring up to sabotage the movement. So it's not like we are talking about serious issues right now. We talk about Donyo Kupo, he has been, the accusations has been taken off, and he's still the DG of the party. Talk about the Ogun State, whatever. These issues are being addressed and they are being sorted out. So the engine of Labour Party is as intact as it should be.
Yeah. Barrister Yobi Ogunlola.
Yes, thank you very much. I have a couple of questions, for our guests. I have heard quite a number of views from the youths. They say the PDP is responsible for the woes of Nigeria for its 16-year rule. Do you agree with that?
Well, yeah.
They say APC is also responsible for the woes of Nigeria, at least for the 7+ years that it has been on the saddle. Do you also agree with that?
Absolutely.
Now, why do you think Obi is different when Obi was actually part and parcel of the PDP, and that when the PDP was misgoverning Nigeria, he never for once took the position of a counter or a counter position, never criticized them, never blamed them for what they were doing, but was a part and parcel of the entire mess that the PDP administration brought upon Nigeria. How come Obi suddenly becomes a
The
saint,
Messiah.
a Messiah now?
All right. Well, first thing, I will start from the questions you first asked, sir, concerning APC and PDP being responsible for the woes that Nigeria has encountered for the past years. Now, when I say APC as a whole, we're responsible for everything that we encountered as a nation. I mean, the system, the group of people that brought themselves together to form the party and govern us as a nation, from the president to his ministers, to his governors, to all his appointments. These were the people responsible for the woes we faced as a nation. The same thing goes to APC. The president, the ministers, and everybody he appointed and he chose and were elected under that party. What were the things they did? What were their achievements when they were leading their people? Now, we go to Peter Obi. Peter Obi governed Anambra State for 8 years. Like I always say, for someone to have achieved the things he achieved within those 8 years, not forgetting the fact that he was impeached twice, for someone to have achieved all the things he achieved, credits to him. And that's not to say, okay, yeah, it was part of PDP, yeah, but then what were his achievements when he was given the chance to lead? Peter Obi was not a minister when he left office. The moment he left office, he went back to whatever he was doing. Yes, he was appointed as I think a special advisor to Goodluck Jonathan at some point, but then he was the governor, and we should judge him as per the electoral power that was given unto him. What did he do when he got that power? When he was the leader of Anambra State, what were the achievements he did? If you want me to list that, sir, I can go ahead and.
Okay,
list.
so what you are saying in essence is Obi was never a part of the government, and so his contribution to the failure
Was minimal.
Was very, very minimal.
Absolutely,
Does that not also go for Tinubu?
Well, sir, Tinubu brought Buhari. Tinubu was a special advocate for the leadership of Buhari.
Did Tinubu single-handedly bring Buhari?
No, no.
Did Nigerians vote for Buhari?
Absolutely, Nigerians vote.
So Nigerians brought Buhari.
Absolutely, we were. I wouldn't want to say coerced, because when I say coerced, forced, because Buhari was the only option we had during the time of Jonathan, because it was sold to us on the platform of integrity. We had the likes of a leader like Tinubu come up and say, "Oh, vote for him. He will do this. He will do that. He will do this." A respected leader. We shouldn't neglect that. A respected leader in Southwest, as at the political stage of Southwest, Tinubu is one of the respected leaders.
But Obi campaigned for Atiku too. It was just unfortunate that Atiku did not win.
Absolutely, he campaigned. Okay, you would like to answer? All right.
Yeah, sorry, let me come in at this point, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. And if you look at the trajectory of Peter Obi, during his 8 years, he was a governor under in Anambra under APGA, and it was toward his end of his tenure. I think it was 2014 or thereabouts that Goodluck Jonathan actually appointed to be part of his advisory council, special advisor to, I think, on economic matters or thereabouts. And that was the only period that he actually, and because of his performance, that was why a sitting president will see an opposition to invite to his cabinet and say, "Okay, I think you have something that others don't have. Come and give us your expertise." And if you look at some of these things during the governor, what was it called now? When Konjo Iweala was advising that we should try to save money. It was only Peter Obi that was with Konjo Iweala then. The likes of Babajide Fashola, Raji Fashola, H.E Omole, and all those governors, everyone was against savings. Then it was only Peter Obi that was with her at that point in time, and it was written black and white in Konjo Iweala's book that it was only Obi, but he is a lone voice then. So this man Peter Obi has been coming a long way before now, and he has this thing, he has this quality. So I can't really say Peter Obi is part of of those that actually destroy this country because when there are a lot of shenanigans and when people when there are a lot of people against you, there is nothing you can do. during that period. There's nothing you can do at that point in time.
The justification you have given to Peter Obi,
yes, sir,
is equally applicable, from all you have said to Tinubu, because he also could only advise. He couldn't do much. He was not a minister. He did not hold any portfolio. He did not, and stuff like that.
All right, sir.
Well, that's one, so that you take the two together.
All right.
Then the other question I want to ask is, what exactly do the youths think Obi can do differently to impact their lives?
All right, you answer that question, but after this break.
All right.
Dear listener, stay tuned. Don't go away.
FM 94.9.
Wow! Knowing you're running on is one thing, going for it is another. That is why you're enjoined not to settle for less when you can actually win big and flex as you like on VetsWGB.com. Oh yes, VetsWGB.com is a win-win platform that puts smile on your face whenever you bet on it. Repackaged and renewed for unlimited market options, highest odds, unmatched accumulated bonus, beautiful event selection, unbeatable in-play cash out, simplified access, fantastic user interface with an array of products like sports bets, slot, virtual soccer, roulette, lucky balls, and lots more, alongside mouth-watering bonuses. See what I mean? VetsWGB.com is still the wise choice.
Say you wanna feel that boost? Allow me to introduce Amber energy drink. No more shutting down, we're going up. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go around tell somebody. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go around tell somebody. Say, what are you waiting for? Yeah, now you can do more because Amber energy drink there for you. Amber energy drink there for you. No need to go too far, you can find it where you are because Amber energy drink there for you. Amber energy drink there for you. Yeah, yeah, Amber there for you. Yeah, yeah, Amber there for you.
Amber energy drink. Stimulate the energy in you.
Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì nínú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìlà oòrùn gúúsù títí dé àríwá ìwọ̀ oòrùn láti pèsè oúnjẹ aṣaralóore, ire ọ̀gbìn, ìpèsè iṣẹ́ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu. Ṣùgbọ́n ìfàsẹ́yìn tó ń kojú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ń kọ́, kí làwọn àdójúkọ tó ń kojú ìdàgbàsókè iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀, kí lọ́nà àbáyọ àti àǹfààní tó sodo sídìí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Ìpàdé dorí ètò àgbẹ̀ lọ́ba, ètò tuntun tó gbájúmọ́ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lórí ìkànnì 32 FM 94.9 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ àbámẹ́ta sátidé bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti aago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ sí 7 àṣálẹ́. Àgbẹ̀lọ́ba yóò fi àǹfààní lélẹ̀ láti jíròrò lórí ìwúlò àfojúsùn okòwò tó sodo sídìí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ àti àǹfààní bí àgbẹ̀ ṣe lè rí owó yá fún ìtẹ̀síwájú iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tí kò gbọdọ̀ parun. Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ Peter Ọlásùpọ̀ Captain P2 àtàwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ onímọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lórí ètò Àgbẹ̀lọ́ba. Ìpàdé dọjọ́ sátidé àbámẹ́ta láago 6 sí 7 àṣálẹ́. Àgbẹ̀lọ́ba ọba làgbẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run tèmi tọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù. Ìwọ nìkan ló lè ṣe o. Fàánú yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
Òwúrọ̀ àánú, òwúrọ̀ àánú, òwúrọ̀ àánú. Ìmísí Ọlọ́run nínú ayé ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Prọfẹ̀tì Tèmítọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù. Ó ní ètò tuntun tí ó máa kalẹ̀ sí 32 FM 94.9 ní déédéé aago 4 àbọ̀ òwúrọ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Ó yá ẹ yí rédíò yín sí 32 FM 94.9. Kẹgbà agbára ẹ̀mí mímọ́ láti ẹnu ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Prọfẹ̀tì Tèmítọ́pẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù ti ìjọ New Image International tó wà ní jẹ́jẹ́ àrọ́kọ́tọ̀ opposite Ablat Pure Water Apẹtẹ Ìbàdàn. Òwúrọ̀ àánú 32 FM 94.9. Aago 4 àbọ̀ òwúrọ̀ sáago 5 ni o. Gbọ́ kó o sì gba ìyípadà sí rere lọ́dọ̀ Jésù.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9. When the people became silent,
The government became oppressive. It's time to lend your voice to politics.
On 32 FM 94.9.
Safasa pelisizo simnyama Iwasafa Isizo saba Kamula
Welcome back. Still the podium. We have the group Transform Naija here. They are young guys who feel Nigeria can get better, but they are rooting for Peter Obi to fix the vehicle of the Nigerian state. Barrister Yomi Kulola, you asked a question before we went on that break. And Femi Manuel,
yes,
you want to respond to Barrister's question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Quickly, because Prof is itching to asking you one or two questions.
All right. So the first question Barrister asked was the fact that the narrative we created for Peter Obi also nullifies whatever people are saying about, or whatever we might want to say about Tinubu, right? And what I'm saying is, well, that is not my or our own point of view. What we are so concerned on is the fact that what have these guys done? What is their antecedents? What are can we trust them enough to give them the lives of 200 million Nigerians to govern? Can we trust them? What were their achievements when they governed their people? Tinubu was the governor of Lagos for 8 years, and Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra for 8 years. Let's compare and contrast their achievements. What are the visible things they did?
Let me interject with due respect. Today, Tinubu stays in the Lagos that he ruled for 8 years. And Peter Obi stays in Lagos, outside of Anambra, that he ruled for 8 years.
Well, sir, that's debatable. Peter Obi stays in Onitsha.
Are you serious?
Yes, he stays in Onitsha.
No, one thing about Peter Obi, like he usually say, Peter Obi is a trader. You can't expect him to stay in a place. He stays in Onitsha, he stays in Lagos, he stays in a part.
He's majorly in Lagos.
Yeah, the thing is, where you have your businesses, like the former.
So that means he did not develop Anambra.
No, he did. He actually did. No.
Well, I am giving you the argument of the APC people.
No, that's the argument. That's the argument.
Prof,
but things that we know.
I was wondering
Prof,
if
wherever he stays is done. It shouldn't be.
No, I was even thinking whether Barrister has made Anambra the commercial capital of Nigeria.
No,
you should ask.
It is just for the need to balance the views. I know that majority of the APC listeners out there would have wanted to ask that question.
That same question.
And that's why I asked.
Which is okay.
You're thinking like them, right?
You
want to think like them.
And I'm also thinking like them because I'm wondering how much they are being paid to move around for Obi.
The thing is, like we youth, if we don't participate, we have neglected this issue for long. Politics, we have neglected it for long, and we have seen how they are. PDP have done theirs, APC have done theirs. Youths are not involved. Now that the youths are involved, you see how shaky they are. We need to take back. We need to be responsible for everything that happens.
Is Peter Obi then a youth?
Yeah, I think it's represent. No, the thing is, if you bring all these candidates, what are their achievements? He has better hedge than all these people.
You need to answer my question.
Yes,
who is footing
bankrolling
you? Who is bankrolling you?
Who is bankrolling you?
Most of these things we are doing
because the person you are following is saying he doesn't spend shishi. Who then is bankrolling you?
We have been doing all these things by ourselves.
Where is your shishi coming from?
I worked. My guy, my coordinator here, he works. He's a mediapreneur. Like my very self, I'm into media. I'm into computer. I use my personal money to finance most of these things that we do. We erected the first billboard in Oyo State. We've gone today. We are on the street today. We are fueling the vehicles, everything that we are using. We contribute within ourselves.
Does Obi know about all this?
Well, he may know, he may not know. He doesn't need to know.
Are you card carry members of the Labour Party?
No, we are not. We are not for party this time around. We are individual. We are after individuals to make sure we get this thing right.
Before we went on that break,
yes,
Barrister asked a simple question.
Okay.
What is Peter Obi coming to do differently that makes the youths like you
make all of this sacrifice? Yes.
All right. Like I said, it's based on antecedents, and it's based on the fact that he has done it before. When you are considering giving a job to someone, like I said, I talked about CV and I talked about the things you have done. It is how the level of can this person implement the things he is saying? Can he execute the things he is saying? If Peter Obi is promising us a good education, I can recollect by the records that we have in Anambra State that this guy moved Anambra from number 26 to number 1 for 3 years. So if he's saying he wants to come and invest in education, he knows what he's saying. If he's saying he's going to prioritize the education of children in Nigeria, he knows what he's saying. This is a man that got over 700 buses for all the schools in Anambra State, got 5 kV generators for schools.
Is that not the human rights of is that not the rights of these people?
I'm saying
why must you celebrate?
No,
why must you
we are not
celebrate?
celebrating. No, I'm not celebrating. Don't get me wrong, sir.
Okay.
I'm not celebrating. I'm saying he's doing his job. It's just like you coming to office and putting on the system and attending to the viewers or the listeners that you are doing your job. Now imagine the boss of this company walks into this place and you are nowhere to be found, or you are not doing your job. So, that is not celebration. That is you doing what you should do at the right time. So he spent 8 years doing all these things. Someone moving over 140 schools back to the missionaries and ensuring that schools were properly funded and monitored. This is good execution by any leader. Good execution. So if he's saying he's coming to fix education, he knows what he's saying. If he says he's coming to fix security, he knows what he's saying.
So your support for Obi is based on your personal convictions.
Absolutely.
That he is fit and proper for the job.
Yes, sir.
What about his plans? What is it about his plan that you are so excited about, that you now believe that if he does it, that's going to work? What are those things?
I think he said he released his manifesto.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, I've seen it. I want them to, because they've been following him even before he released the manifesto. I've seen the manifesto. I've read it page by page. I can tell you what is there.
Absolutely.
But what is it that is so exciting about his
Absolutely.
manifesto?
I would like to touch a view. I would like for us to touch a view. A few rather. For us, we started this movement since May. We started this movement since May in Ibadan here. In fact, we are the first support group in Oyo State to publicly declare our support for Peter Obi. So we really know what we are doing. And since May, we've been spending our money, spending our finance, spending our resources, and our energy and our time. So we are not jokers. I would like to first establish that.
Okay.
Now, Peter Obi started his movement on the basis of a lot of promises. First talked about consumption to production.
Okay.
He talked about securing the nation and uniting the nation. Talked about upholding justice and making sure that people get the right justice at the right time. He also talked about making sure that we all have a sense of belonging. Every part of Nigeria has a sense of belonging. And he also talked about moving us to the next gen of technology. Now, and also talked about investing massively in the northern parts of the country, making sure he maximizes the potential of agriculture in that area. So these are the things that are encouraging. These are the things that we know he can do. Talking about security, like this guy comes up with his plan and makes it look so simple to you. Okay, he was asked about security and he's telling you, see, it is very simple. If you want us to share a border together, I need to make you, I need to let you feel that you also have a share in this thing. And that's the truth. But that's not what we have in Nigeria right now. Igbo feels marginalized. At some point, Southwest are feeling they want Yoruba nation. At some point, Hausa are clamoring for Arewa. So at some point, there is always this conversation of I want to be on my own. So how do we secure the border? How do we secure the nation? So everybody needs to have a sense of belonging. We all need to feel like I have a share, like I'm a stakeholder of this nation. That is about securing Nigeria. He's also talking about reducing poverty to the barest minimum to ensure that people do not even have interest. Even when you give them gun, they won't be interested in carrying gun. And that's the truth. Only àwọn àgbà sorry ẹ̀yin àgbà ẹ̀yin dájú wa sà only tíṣẹ́ bá tán nínú tíṣẹ́ tẹ́bi bá kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́ mi ò sorry ìṣẹ́ bù ṣe ṣe. So this is about poverty. Poverty is a big influencer of most of the insecurity issues we are having in this nation, because these people do not have education. They they don't even know where their next meal is coming from, and you don't expect, and you are offering them a gun with a certain amount of money, they are going to take it. So this guy comes up with his plan, and his simplified plans are that, not just bogus plans and bogus manifestos. These plans are very simple. They are broken down. We have talked about education, how he's going to implement education and make sure that things are working very well. So we know what we are supporting. We know who we are supporting. He has done it before, and we are saying to people that he can do it again.
Femi Emmanuel, these things you're saying are very very interesting postulations, and all the things you people have been doing so far. However, the woman that sells pepper in Ido, the woman that sells vegetable at Ilaju, the woman that sells oranges at Isioye, Ijaye area. Do they know about these things?
Great. Like I said,
how do you simplify it to them?
How do you simplify the message to them?
Because everything they know, whatever when you go on the streets, they know a particular name.
Now, this is how we've addressed this issue. Now, we have quite a number of voters block. We have the youth, we have the elite, we have the hold, we have different categories of voters, and you need to go with the messages that resonate with their ideas, right? So now, for our parents who are still undecided, still looking at who should we vote for, what we are telling them is Ojo Lawalokan. Ejo. This is a matter of our future. The nation is sinking. All we are asking you to do is just save us. Give us a chance. For elites outside, we are telling them, take back your country. This is your nation. You want to work here, you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you want justice to be upheld, you want the right things to be done, you want a sane environment. This is the chance for you to make sure that you are not governed by a criminal, that you are not governed by somebody who does not uphold law and justice. For youth, this is your country. If you like Japa, if you like don't Japa, this is your country. You are coming back here. Professor just came back from South Africa. He feels back at home. There's no place like home. So this is our country, this is our land. We need to save this country. We just need to save this country. I think Mr. Wale would like to add something.
Yeah. In addition to what my big brother Mr. Chike just said now, part of things that we have been doing is like today now, we are on the street of Ibadan. As it today. Few months ago, I think last month, we were at Okeogun. That was Iseyin, yes. We went there to make this thing known to our people in the rural areas. And we are still going to do more. We have drawn out all our calendars for this year, even including January. We'll be moving from place to place, from rural areas to rural areas, especially at Transform Naija. That is one of the things that we have been doing. We have come up, even
we visited churches.
Exactly, we have been to different places just to make sure that we propagate the good news of Peter Obi today, and to make them know that this guy has done it before and is going to do it. So there are a lot of things that we have packaged.
Those places, those rural areas that you went,
yes, sir.
Can you share your experience with us? Were people asking for stomach infrastructure?
Or they were asking, who is Peter Obi?
Or they were asking, who is Peter Obi?
Funny enough, right?
What were your challenges when you went to these rural areas?
Yeah.
What were those red lines?
To be honest, right? People are surprised seeing youth get involved, right? This is not the kind of people they see. This is not the kind of people they see regularly when they are being approved. When this kind of time is coming. So when they see us and they're like, "Hello, Legba," because they are surprised. Like, you guys are just, and I will keep telling them, "Hey, mommy, daddy, I can't believe we pay Ojo Lawani. Ejo, to la fi wa ba yin ka wa beyin." I remember I was at Ojo when we had our big board at Ojo. I was prostrating to the touts there, telling them, "Ejo, am I billboard here?" I was prostrating.
Is the billboard still there intact?
It's not there again. It was actually destroyed.
Okay.
It was destroyed. And we did this with our money. In fact, the day I noticed I was going to Bomosho to erect another billboard at Bomosho, and I saw the billboard that it had been destroyed.
Now, don't you see that as a sign that you probably have not solidified your base?
Sir, I think
because for instance, they will tell you that if there is rigging, it is a popular party that will rig.
Sir, do you know what we are banking
on? Succeed more in rigging.
Do you know what we are banking on? Sir, do you know what we are banking on?
Okay.
What we are banking on is the massive involvement of youth in the upcoming election. Okay. Nigeria has over 90. As of today, INEC has released that Nigeria has over 95 million registered voters that will be participating in the upcoming election. Now, in previous elections, for the past elections, we only have about 25% or 30% of registered voters participate in the election. Elites most likely do not vote. Youth do not participate. And we have a lot of undecided voters too. Now, these are the people we are banking on. These are the people we are focusing our messages on. Billboards can be destroyed, but the hearts cannot be destroyed. We are focused on penetrating people's hearts, people's thoughts, their sanity. We are looking to penetrate this part of them, that please, we need you to participate and take back our country from leaders who want to destroy us.
Okay, Femi Emmanuel and Adewale Badiola, they're talking about the Transform Nigeria agenda, and they are rooting for Peter Obi. Let me take you back before we call it a wrap here. You said your billboard was destroyed somewhere around Ojo, right?
Yes.
And you felt heartbroken, and then you didn't cry.
I actually did.
You did, right?
I did.
Yeah, it was
and you didn't
very
find
painful.
out who did that?
No.
Or you just allowed it go?
No, you just have to allow it go, because you can't really fight these people, and
who
we are
the
not meant
people
to.
you are saying you can't fight?
No, the thing is,
because since you don't know who did it,
yeah.
So there's no need to fight anyone.
Yeah.
And you didn't even bother to even find out who did it.
No, we are not, because if you look at the message of Mr. Peter Obi itself, he's not a violent person. And if you observe most of his campaign, he has never attacked any of the opposition like how they have been attacking him. He has never for once attacked anyone. That is a high level someone that that you can actually relate to.
And he's already influencing us.
Yes, and that is how we too have been performing. That is how we have been doing, and we have been trying to be civil.
I have a serious concern.
Okay.
On social media, anytime Peter Obi comes out to talk, there's this issue on social media where most of his statistics are not verifiable. They're not.
No.
No, sometimes on social media. Listen. When you go on Twitter, the last presidential town hall debate, many of his postulations were marked incorrect.
No, I disagree.
No.
Okay. I disagree.
Yeah.
If you look at
we can put it out now.
Yes, if you look at most of his statistics, Africa checked it. I followed it on social media on Twitter. Everything that he calculated, everything that he said, all the statistics he pulled out were correct.